start. I'm out here getting my walk in. It's really, really cloudy and foggy today. So I'm gonna walk a different route because I don't want to go in like the woodsy parts today because it's really foggy. You can't really see. So walk with me. It's just a little series. It's to get y'all up, get y'all motivated. Maybe y'all at work. Maybe you can't walk, but do something at your desk. Maybe you're working from home. Do some squats. Get up, do some squats, do some jumping jacks, sit back down. Do that good stuff. Just be active. Or maybe you can put this on. Good morning. Maybe you can put this on when now look now. She got a little too close to her dog now. See, you see what I'm talking about? She got a little too close to that dog. A little too close to her dog. Ma'am, ma'am, ma'am. I don't want your dog all up on me now. I don't want your dog all up on me now. People get a little too comfortable. Now, I ain't scared of dogs, but don't have your dog on me if I ain't grateful for it now. Come on. Oh, gosh. It's like when you be walking, it's like, get your dog. Get your dog. Unless I sing for your dog, get your dog. Get your dog. Anyway, that's just a little side rant. Little side rant. But anyway, so yeah, maybe you can put this on when you walking for your little motivation as a walk with me. So thank y'all for, if you watch me for the first time, my name is Lisa Smilez, and I'm a natural hair professional. I'm your hair evangelist. Well, we use the gift of doing your hair and making you laugh so God can reach your soul, okay? So today's topic, got a good topic today. And it was 8:15 when I started walking, so we're gonna do a good 30 minutes today because I gotta go to work today. So I can't tarry with y'all long. But I think I seen LA Will, good morning. And Brittany, good morning. Coach Martina, good morning. Oh, y'all some early birds up here with me. You know what? A little sidebar before I get started. I know y'all like, Lisa, come on with the topic. Look, just take it. Just take it because you might get some free information. Take it. Y'all, I tried so hard to get up at like 6 a.m. And my body was like, no. My body said no. I wanted so hard. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better. I ain't wake up till 7:30. I said, oh my gosh, Lisa. Oh my gosh. But I probably need that sleep. But I'm trying to get back to getting up at 6 a.m. And it's so hard. But today I don't start work until 11 o'clock, so it was fine. But my goal was to be up by 6. And then I could have spent from 6 to 6:30 in my Bible, devotional, stretching, drink my tea, and been out here by 7. But that didn't work. That didn't work this morning, but that's okay. We're here at 8. All right. You already done better. You're not in LA, and you right. I already done better because I'm on the move today. See, I ain't got time to lollygag. Them other days when it's hard for me to get out the car, I be having time on my hands. So I'll be like, I'll just sit here. But today, I got to get with it. I got to get with it because I got to go back to the house. I got to wash. You know what I'm saying? But okay, so let's get into the topic. So y'all seen the topic, why your hair don't curl after silk press. Now this question was brought to you by one of my faithful Smilez tribers. And so here's a couple of reasons why your hair won't curl after silk press. Number one, you probably apply too much heat. Yeah, you probably apply too much heat to your hair. You probably flat on it too much. That's one of the things that happen. You probably got a little bit of heat damage where it loosened your curl. You probably didn't use heat protectant before you did it. So here's the thing too. If you're doing a silk press at home, make sure that number one, first you use a deep cleansing shampoo, okay? That's number one. Put that in the chat. Number one. If you're doing a silk press at home, use a clarifying shampoo first. This is important because you want to remove any kind of oils, any kind of products, anything that you have on your hair, you want to remove it, okay, before you get a silk press. Because, whew, sorry y'all, going up a little hill. You don't want your hair to be weighed down. You want your hair to be flowy and bouncy. So yes, you're going to clarify it first, okay? I don't care if you just washed it last week. I know what I'm talking about. Use a deep cleansing shampoo. After the deep cleansing shampoo, the second thing you do, put number 2, is use a hydrating a moisturizing shampoo. So I have the deep cleansing shampoo on my website, and you also can use either the honey almond or the coconut milk shampoo. These shampoos is gonna put the moisture back in your hair, because remember, we just used a clarifying shampoo. Now, I know some of y'all might ask, what does the shampoo have to do with the silk press? It has a lot to do with your silk press. It has a lot. If you do what you're supposed to do with that shampoo bowl, or do what you're supposed to do at the when you shampoo your hair, it's gonna make a big difference in your silk press, okay? That moisturizing shampoo is gonna put the moisture back in your hair so it can look nice and shiny. You need to shampoo that hair good. Don't be rushing through the shampoo. Do it really good, okay? After that, after you do 2 shampoos, and sometimes you might have to do 3 or 4, just depending on how dirty your hair was. This is very important because you don't want any other kind of product on your hair, right? So if you had to deep cleanse it one time and then use the moisturizing shampoo 2 or 3 times, sometimes you have to do that because you want your hair to be clean and free of all products, okay? Because we're doing a silk press, we want it to lay right. We don't want it to look too oily or too greasy. We won't want none of that. And don't be afraid about shampooing it 3 and 4 times, especially with the moisturizing one. You're not going to dry it out. You're not going to dry it out, okay? And the other tip is, when you shampooing it, try not to use scorching hot water. It can be warm. Yeah, let it be warm, but don't let it be scorching hot, okay? So that's the second thing. Third thing is, after you do that, you want to apply conditioner to your hair, a moisturizing conditioner. So on my website, you can either use honey almond or the coconut milk. When you apply that conditioner to your hair, this is important. Only apply it from the mid shaft to the end. Do not put that conditioner on your scalp. On your scalp. Do not do it, because your hair gonna look weighed down. It's not gonna flow. It's not gonna have that flow. So especially for silk presses, you really want to concentrate on the ends. This is important as well, because them ends be looking frizzy. So concentrate on the ends. Now I know I'm huffing and puffing in your ear. I'm sorry. I need some water. My throat dry. I've been talking to y'all for 9 minutes. My throat already dry. Let me swallow some of my spit. Woo! Okay, so is this making sense? LA said it's a working process. Keep moving, you'll get where you want to be. You're right. And my body is just feeling better. My body is just feeling better. Like even this morning, like I think I said in my live stream, that my body don't feel so weighed down in the morning. Okay, so with the conditioner, mid shaft to ends, primarily focus on your ends, because the ends is the oldest part of your hair. Good morning. The ends is the oldest part of your hair, and it's been on your head the longest. So you need to make sure that you get those ends, okay? When you do that, you're gonna sit up under a steamer or plastic cap up under the dryer for deep condition. This is important too. This is important because it's going to put that moisture back in your hair as well and have your silk press looking shiny. Okay? Now, when you rinse out your conditioner, cool water. Do not use warm water, because when you use warm water, you're going to raise your hair cuticle and it's going to look frizzy. The reason why we use cool water is because it seals the hair cuticle. That means it helps your hair lay flatter, which reduces frizz, which is a problem that a lot of people deal with when they get silk presses. But see, this is why I'm concentrating on the shampoo part so heavily, because a lot of mistakes is done at the shampoo with the shampoo. So you use warm water to open it up when you shampooing to get all the dirt, all the products. Because remember, you don't want all those products on your hair because it's going to look weighed down. Then with the conditioner, it's on the ends because you don't want to put on your scalp. Putting conditioner on your scalp is going to cause buildup. It's going to cause your blowout to be stiff with no movement. So you put the conditioner on the ends. And then when you rinse, and the treatment is important too, because that's going to have your hair looking nice. And then when you rinse out your treatment, cool water. This is important. Cool water. So yeah, you can do all of that. So now you have properly prepped your hair before you start the silk press. Now here's where people go wrong. You done rinsed out your conditioner with cool water. You did that right. Here's the next step, the blow dry. This is how a lot of people end up getting heat damage and why their hair don't curl. Because you are not getting their hair as straight as possible doing the blow dry. That was a mistake I used to make a lot as a beginner stylist doing silk presses. I would rush through that blow dry or not really take my time doing the blow dry. And then when I flat iron my hair, I had to do multiple passes to get it straight. And the magic or the secret is in the blow dry. So when you blow dry your hair, take your time. So you done rinsed out the conditioner, right, with cool water. Once you rinse out your conditioner, you want to apply your heat protectant. Apply the heat protectant before the blow dry. And you don't need a lot. This is another mistake. You don't need a lot. You get you a dime size amount of heat protectant, depending on your hair. So if you got very, very like thick and full long hair, yeah, a dime size amount. If your hair is a little bit shorter and a little bit thinner, you might need a little less than a dime size. This is important because you don't want to put too much product again on your hair, because again, we want our blowouts to be flowy. We don't want them to look really greasy and weighed down. Does that make sense? Y'all put make sense in the comments if you can type right now. Some of y'all might be driving, but put make sense. So you're gonna apply your heat protectant. And here's another thing. Only apply the heat protectant again mid shaft to ends. Mid shaft to ends. Thank you, Coach Martina. Mid shaft to ends. That's where you apply the heat protectant. Okay? Because again, you want to keep a lot of stuff off your scalp, because putting this stuff directly like on your scalp and stuff, it's gonna cause that hair to look weighed down. So mid shaft to ends. Because we didn't already do what we were supposed to do with the scalp during the shampoo. Because if y'all new to my channel, I always say shampoo is for your scalp and conditioner is for the actual hair strands. So when you shampoo your hair, you need to make sure you're focusing the shampoo on your actual scalp, because that's your foundation. Okay? That foundation is right, The rest of your hair should be right, okay? Now, let's go back to it. So we got our heat protectant on. You're going to comb the heat protectant, brush the heat protectant through before the blow dry. Take your time doing that blow dry. Take your time. Don't rush. And try to get it straight as possible during the blow dry. Now, I know some of y'all think, oh, I'm going to get heat damage. No, because you have applied your heat protectant. You have applied your heat protectant. So take your time to get it as straight as possible. So when you get ready to flat iron, all you have to do is one pass. So if you did a good job with blow drying, like getting it as straight as possible, and you taking your time and break it down into sections. Don't rush. Don't rush. Don't rush. Don't rush. Especially if you're a beginner at this. Don't rush. Because if you get that blow dry right, your silk press can come out good. And then you're going to only have to do one pass with a flat iron and your hair can still curl back up. I know what I'm talking about. Because I have clients who come and get a silk press every 2 weeks and their hair still curl. Okay? They get silk presses every 2 weeks. And when I take them back to that shampoo bowl, when they come, their hair still be kind of like slightly straight, but you know how the roots get puffy. But when I take them back to the shampoo bowl, their hair curl right back up because I know what I'm doing. So after you done blow dried it as straight as possible, do not reapply more heat protectant after the blow dry. You don't do that, y'all. Because sometimes after y'all blow dry, y'all, and I'm saying y'all because I've seen people do it. Sometimes after that blow dry, people will turn around and put more heat protectant on their hair before they flat iron it. You don't have to do that because you have already added heat protectant before the blow dry. And again, we want to focus on not using so many products. And even like using like grease and stuff before you flat iron it, you frying your hair at this point. You trying to cook some eggs, you trying to cook some bacon. So some of y'all might be like, well, I'm gonna put some grease on it. No, sister, you about to start a grease fire. Honestly. Hey, Lisa H, thank you for joining. Yeah, you add some grease to it because some of y'all might blow dry it out and then you might be like, oh, my ends looking frizzy. Let me add a little bit more heat protectant on the ends, or let me put some grease. No, you're trying to cook your hair now because you got to remember, you about to put that hot iron on it. So just think about, I feel like I'm giving y'all Android energy. Hold on. Okay, I'm sorry. Y'all know how to talk about the androids. But just think about it like this. If you got you a cast iron pan, y'all know food that's cooked in a cast iron pan is good. That food hit different. I remember my grandma had a cast iron pan and I feel like she cooked everything in there. It probably had the food residue from other meals, but that food used to be good out that cast iron pan. But here's the analogy I want to make. Because essentially, I believe that cast iron pan is almost similar to a flat iron. So when you have that cast iron pan and you add your butter or your grease or your oil, and when you add them bacon and eggs, what happened? It cuts it. You fry that you fry that bacon, you fry them eggs. So let's take it back to our hair. You got that hot iron. You don't put grease, something other than heat protectant. And see, and here's the difference. There is a difference between greases and heat protectant. Heat protectants have silicone in it, okay? Heat protectants have silicone, and it's another name. Silicone, and I forgot the other one. I'm not looking at my thing, but it's with a D. It's a long word. Diphenolate or something. Anyway, it has different properties in it. So the heat protectant is designed to take up to large amounts of heat, versus grease can't do that. A grease is gonna fly your hair. So the heat protectant is like basically putting a coating on your hair, okay, where it's not gonna burn your hair. It's gonna protect your hair. Greases, it's not gonna do that. It's gonna do what it's gonna do like in the frying pan. So if you put grease or anything other than heat protectant on your hair before you flat iron it, it's gonna do the same thing it do in that cast iron pan. You about to be cooking some eggs and bacon, and you're gonna burn your hair, and then that's the reason your hair don't curl after the silk press. That's the reason. That's the reason. I mean, it's multiple reasons, but that's one of the reasons too. So remember, so then, okay, let's go back to the steps. So you done blow dry, and now you about to flat iron. You can just go ahead and flat iron. You don't have to apply no more heat protectant. Your hair is already protected. Your hair is already protected with the heat protectant before the blow dry. So when you go and flat iron your hair, all you have to do is one pass. You should only be doing one pass, and that hair is gonna be straight. One pass. And if you really want to get it straight, take small sections. Don't take real large sections, small sections. Take your time, because when you take small sections, that heat is more concentrated, and you can do one pass and keep it moving. A lot of times, people do multiple passes because, first of all, their hair is still looking puffy, and they're using too large of sections. So the other thing people might ask, well, what heat setting should your, let me go back to the blow dry. On the blow dry, you can blow dry your hair on high heat. You can, because you got the heat protected on it. It's not gonna damage your hair. I did it before. It's not. Now, as long as you ain't having, now they got those Revlon blow dry brushes, and I recommend those for y'all who's blow drying your hair at home, because it makes it easier. And I know it's hard for y'all to hold a blow dryer and a brush at the same time. So I recommend the Revlon blow dryer brush. So if you want to get that brush, link in the description, you can get it off Amazon. Now, I think I had seen a question. Okay. Coach Martina said, I'm fairly new to the channel. Is there a particular flat iron you would recommend for a silk press? I'll be honest with you. Any flat iron will work. Any flat iron will work. Yes, I have my particulars. Like for instance, I use EAP heat flat iron. That's my favorite flat iron. I've been using that for years. EAP flat iron. Stylist have one. It's a knockoff version of the cheap flat iron, and it works good. I have one at the house now. It still works. It's called GVP flat iron. You can get it from Stylist. But honestly, I would say a ceramic flat iron, especially if you're new to silk presses, doing your own silk presses. If you're new to doing silk presses, do not get no titanium iron. If you don't know what you're doing, do not get no titanium iron. That's the flat iron with the silver metal plates. Those plates get really, really hot. Really, really hot. And if you don't know what you're doing, you can cause yourself to get heat damage. And that's another reason why some of y'all hair ain't curling. So the flat irons I recommend, they're ceramic irons, which tend to be a little bit more healthier for the hair. And it's more so less likely, if you're doing your hair at home, it's more so less likely that you get heat damage with those. So, Coach Martina, I hope to answer your question. So, let me go back to, what I say, the blow dry. Dog, I was going to say something about the blow dry. Oh, yeah, I was saying use the Revlon blow dry brush. I had one in my Amazon store. Oh, yeah. And so, this is another thing I'm going to say, because I know it's hard for y'all to use like an actual brush and a blow dry to blow dry at the same time. That's why I recommend the Revlon. But here's another thing. If you're doing, I got to stop. I'm out of breath talking to y'all. Oh, here's another thing I was going to say. If you're doing silk press at home, I don't recommend using the blow dryers with the comb attachment. The blow dryers with the comb attachment is not going to get your hair that straight. They're not. So don't do it, because if you use the blow dryers with the comb attachment, you're going to find yourself doing multiple passes. And you don't want to do that, because them combs, they don't have enough bristles like the brush. If you're just doing like, if you're just going to blow dry your hair out to do like a twist out or braids, you can use the blow dryer with a comb attachment. But if you're doing the silk press, I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it, because it don't get the hair that straight. It still be puffy looking, and you don't want that puffy look before you flat iron it, because again, you will have to do multiple passes to get it straight. So yeah, so going back to the silk press, the iron, use small sections. Oh, that's how I was gonna get on. It's talking about the heat. So good morning, Dublin girl. So talking about the heat settings, what should your heat settings be on your iron? This is important too, because this can also damage your hair. So most of the time, if your hair is really, really coarse and thick, kind of like mine, you are safe. You are safe. And I'm going to say this for y'all, because some of y'all don't know what y'all doing. You are safe to use that iron up to 400 degrees. Don't be scared of the temperature, because if you have followed all these steps that I just explained correctly, you can use that iron up to 400 degrees. But remember, and this is for people who have really, really coarse and tight hair. Keep that in mind. If your hair is coarse and tight, you can use up to 400. Then me, as a professional, because I know what I'm doing in a salon, I use up to 450 on my clients. And no, I do not give my clients heat damage, okay? I tell y'all all the time, their hair curl right back. But for y'all at home, because I don't trust y'all, 400. Only if your hair is really, really coarse and tight. If your hair is not that coarse and tight and it's a little bit looser, bring down them heat settings, because you don't know what you're doing. bring it down. Bring it down. Honestly, because if your hair is a little bit looser anyway, it's not gonna require that much heat to get it straight, because it's already looser, versus somebody who has very, very coarse hair. And then also, depending on where you're at in your head, your hair might require different heat settings. So maybe, let's just say your front is a little bit looser than your back. So your back, your heat setting might need to be a little bit higher, but in the front, you might need to turn it down. In the front, if you use it on a higher setting and it's already looser, you might get heat damage, because it's already loose and then you're using too much heat on it. So it's a lot of caveats and nuances to this. But if this is too much for you to understand, guess what? Go see a hair care professional. Go see a hair care professional. Point blank, period. Go see a hair care professional. But I want to explain this so you can go back and analyze your steps, because I know some people have did their own silk press at home and now their hair won't curl back up. So if you kind of deviate away from all these steps that I said, it's probably the reason why. You probably did multiple passes. You probably didn't blow dry it straight enough. You probably was applying grease, all of that. So the question might be next, oh, praise God, it's 30 minutes. I got to go. Next question is, okay, well, Lisa, I'm one of those ones where I didn't do everything right, and now my hair won't curl. So what can I do? So this is what you can do. Keep that heat off your hair, because you don't know what you're doing. And it's okay. It's okay. Keep that heat off your hair. So if your hair won't curl, The first thing I say do is go get a protein treatment. Go get a protein treatment. If it's not curling, go get a protein treatment. Sometimes the protein treatment will help with getting those curls to snap back. Not all the time, but maybe let's just say you notice after doing your silk press at home, it still curls, but it's real loose. Go get a protein treatment. Sometimes they help with giving that curl bounce back. Now, I'm not saying that's gonna work for everybody, but you can at least try it. So if you do a protein treatment and you notice it ain't bounce back, and you leaving heat out of it, the only other way to get your curls back is you gonna have to keep growing it out and trimming off those straight ends, trimming off those loose ends. That's the only other way. That's the only other way. Only other way. So if you got straight ends on the end, just trim it. Trim it. Because if a protein treatment ain't help with it, sister. Oh, I forgot to say this. Another thing you can do is, okay, if yours is severe protein treatment, keep a lot of heat off of it. If you do, and when I say heat off of it, meaning flat irons, curling irons. And this is another thing I want to say, another reason why your hair don't curl. After you have already, I gotta get some gas for Black Thunder. After you have already, I gotta drink some water. Oh Lord, everybody calm down. Whew. Everybody calm down. Y'all, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear me gulping? Oh, I was thirsty. I gotta get one more. Y'all, I was loud. But what time is it? 8:48. Okay. So I need to be getting dressed by 9:30. Yeah, I need to start getting dressed by 9:30. Okay. Dublin girl. Akila's in the building. Akila, did you say something? Because I missed it. Lisa said, big gulp as you should. Coach Martin like, you are fine. Drink away. Gulp for Jesus. Yes. So, I'm getting hot. Look at my little afro. Oh, it's coming together, boy. The afro about to get bigger and bigger. So, what was I about to say, Jesus? What was I about to say? It was something about the blow dry. Oh, I was about to say something about the blow dry. No, it was something about the getting your hair to revert back. Oh, I was saying that if your hair won't curl. Oh, I was saying about the heat. So now I was saying leave heat off your hair. Now, if you had to like blow dry your hair, you still, when I say leave heat off your hair, I mean in like curling irons and flat irons. But let's just say you had to blow dry your hair out for, maybe you about to go get some box braids. Now you can still blow dry your hair out, okay? You can. But if you just blow drying your hair out for box braids, remember, your hair don't have to be on high heat. You can use like a medium to low heat settings, and remember to use heat protectant. So yeah, even if you do have heat damage, you still can blow dry it. But make sure if you're dealing with damaged hair already and you have to blow dry it because maybe you're getting braids or something, make sure it's on medium to low heat, and always make sure you use a heat protectant, because after that you're not applying no iron. But that's why. But if you can avoid even just the blow dry, find styles that you can do without blow drying it, like maybe do a twist out or 2-strand twist, something. But maybe you're like, Lisa, my hair don't even 2-strand twist. God bless your sister. Now I'm just playing. You still can blow dry it to do maybe some styles with it kind of straight, but make sure the blow dryer settings is on medium to low heat. So yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean when I say no heat. I just mean no kind of irons. Don't keep putting irons on your hair because it's already messed up. The other thing I was saying is a protein treatment. So start doing a protein treatment maybe about once a month to see if that kind of help with your curls. Other thing you can do is do a steam treatment, and in particular, a steam treatment over a deep condition. Yes, now I always feel like my nose get to running when I get back in here, and I don't know what's be going on. I don't know what be going on. Or is that glow butter? Or is it sweat? I don't know. But anyway, you can always do a. I would recommend a steam treatment. I do feel like I got something on my nose though. I would recommend a steam over a steam over a deep condition. This is important because that steam treatment, I have seen it bounce back people curls. I really have. I have seen it bounce back people curls. People who came in who probably damaged their hair from flat ironing it too much. I've seen it bounce it back. They came in with loose curls and that steam treatment did it. Now that might not happen for everybody, but that's just a tactic you can try. Now I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta do this on live stream all the time. Y'all look that way. Look that way. I'm sorry, y'all. I know this is ghetto, but what I'm supposed to do because this is live. And I felt like I had some on my nose. Okay. Now, y'all forgive me. Y'all forgive me for that. So now you did a steam treatment. You done did some steam treatments. You did some protein treatments. And you see, Lisa, if you done did steam treatments and protein treatments and you done kept little to no heat on your hair and that hair is still not reverting back, the last option is you're going to just have to cut it off. You're going to have to just keep growing your hair out and keep trimming it because after that, it's just not coming back. And most of the time, if it's just loose, you have hope. But if it's like got those straight ends, girl, cut that off. Girl, cut that off. Just cut it off. Grow your hair out and just cut it off. And then you learn your lesson. You learned your lesson that you can't be out here in these streets flat out in your own hair. So that's what to do if your hair won't curl after a silk press, and that's how you fix it. So I hope these tips help. I got my smooth. Y'all, guess what? Today is day 10. It is the last day of my cleanse, so I'm going to drink this smoothie with a smile. The first sip, it didn't taste that good. That first sip, it didn't taste that good, but it's okay because it's the last day. Okay, it's the last day. And we got our plan together. So did these tips help? Do we have any other questions? Did these tips help? I hope this information helps somebody to understand why their hair don't curl and what you can do about it. So that main thing, like I said, if you don't curl no more, try to keep, if you can keep no heat on it, like when you shampoo your hair on wash day, if you can find styles that you can do on your hair while it's wet, or you can sit up on a hooded dryer, that's the thing. I gotta start driving, y'all. If you can sit up under a hooded dryer, that's even better because a hood there's a difference between direct heat and indirect heat. Direct heat is like things like your flat iron and stuff because that's directly touching your hair. But a hooded dryer is indirect heat. So that's not necessarily touching your hair to get it dry. So let's say you shampoo your hair and you do need to get it dry just a little bit because maybe you want to do some twist or some flat twist. Separate, like keep your hair detangled and put it in twist and maybe sit up on a hooded dryer and get it a little dry and then go in and do your twist or your braids or whatever you're going to do. Okay. So y'all, I got to go because I got to go to his house and wash your face while drinking your smoothie. I know, Dublin girl. I kind of, and see, this last day, I didn't follow the recipe for the last day. I said, oh, I'm going to just put my own little, it's the last day. I'm going to put my own little concoction in here and see how it tastes. And my concoction wasn't good today. My concoction wasn't all that good today. I don't know what I was thinking. I have spinach in here. I have blueberries. I have peaches. And I have mangoes. And, oh, and I have my protein powder. And I thought that concoction was going to be good. But it don't really taste that good. But we're going to drink it. We're going to drink it today. Okay, it's the last day we're going to drink it. I'm going to try to still have me a smoothie in the morning. maybe just for breakfast. For the rest of this week, I'm gonna try to see if I can keep up with only drinking smoothies for breakfast. Okay. It sounds good, but it don't taste good. 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 Let me go because I gotta get some gas. And look, this morning I was rushing. I brought my devotional in the car because Coach Jessica, I don't know if you're gonna watch this or not, but I was giving Coach Jessica suggestions because she was like, I need to get up earlier because I need to get my devotional time in before I start my workout. And this morning, because I woke up a little bit later, I said, you know what, I'm gonna put this devotional in the car with me with my Bible, and I'm gonna just I sat out here like before I went live. And see, LA Will, I don't know if you still up here, but you was just like, oh, you doing good because you got the car. But LA Will, when I first got here, I actually sat in the car and read my devotional. It took me about maybe 10, 15 minutes and read my scriptures for the day. Then I got out the car. So I said, Lisa, you got to be on the mission today. You can't be out here playing. You can't be out here playing. Sure can't. So yeah, I'm about to get some gas, go wash, go get ready for work today. I hope this video helped. Thank y'all for listening. Hey look, if you made it to the 41-minute mark, this has been my thing. What's gonna be the phrase for today? If you made it to this point of the video, I want you to put uh what's gonna be the phrase, y'all? What's gonna be the phrase? Um Go see a hair care professional. Yeah, that's gonna be the saying. If you made it to the 41-minute mark, I want you to put go see a hair care professional. Because some of y'all know what y'all doing, and there is a reason why we have a job. Okay? Okay. Okay. I gotta go give Black Thunder something to drink. Yeah. Yeah, professional. Yeah, professional. And I always like how everybody spells professional because it's so funny. It's so funny. Let me put that phone up there. So yeah, I want to thank the moderators, Tracy Ann, Acacia, and Coach Mama Tish. Thank y'all so much for your services on this channel. And thank y'all for those who came in here early to get this early morning education. And thank y'all for who can watch a replay. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Do I need to go?